Yep, 7:06. Good morning.
On the dot.
Happy Monday to
Ready
you.
for it.
Mostly. Justin, Mames. Bill's still out. He had a baby.
Yes.
One more
He
week.
still has that baby.
He does, yes, as far as I know. He definitely does.
Yeah, he still has it. So yeah,
Just getting
he's out,
situated here
out
on a
another
Monday.
week. So another week of this little setup.
How
and-
was your weekend, though? That's
know
what
what?
everybody wants to know. Anything happen in your world?
Well, lots happened in the world, but in my world, went over to Jack's yesterday to celebrate their 14th anniversary.
14th?
14th, yeah,
That's
14th.
that's quite some time.
lot for the Lake Norman area too. That's impressive.
Yeah.
You know the way that restaurants, especially restaurants, turn over so quickly. So 14th anniversary of Jack's Corner Tap. They had Adam Church, friend of the show, out there. Great, he put on a great show.
Mm-hmm.
A little Sunday fun day. So had some friends come out and yeah,
He was acoustic, I imagine.
he was acoustic. Yeah, but he great. Gosh, he does
he
a
could
great
jam.
job.
Adam's great to see.
He's great. He did some sing-alongs. So yeah, Sunday afternoon felt like a Saturday night for a little bit. It was a good time though. So.
What do you like it on the Jacks? Is it the share kind of stuff? Is it, or do you go for like a big old burger?
We
What
did
you
the
going for?
share yesterday. That's not usually the way we go, but it was a 2 to 5, so not literally like prime time lunchtime.
Right.
Robin,
In between.
Yeah, Rob and his friends came straight from the golf course.
Oh, there we
so
go.
they went and played
There we
18
go.
over at Mallard Head in the
Oh.
morning. Yep. So they came straight from the golf course, met us there. Girls met us all met over there, and did some buffalo chicken dip, the Philly.
You love
egg.
that buffalo chicken
That's
dip.
my. I can just eat that for dinner. I actually I was like, does anybody else like this? Because I think we're gonna need to. The Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. Those are fantastic.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Love a good egg roll.
little shrimp and a little chicken.
Especially the non-cabbage kind of egg rolls. Those are the best.
Yeah. These don't have. No, these are done with Philly cheesesteak. So
All right, I've gone long enough. I'm sorry.
Okay.
President Biden.
I know.
I mean, come on. I tried my best to not get you politics. 7:08 is how long I made it.
You know what? It's okay because that's really the biggest story going on in the world right now.
Okay, so how did you find out?
Bill texted me.
Bill texted you.
Yeah, way
let
to go,
you
Bill.
know.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, and
How'd you find out?
I found out I was outside and someone said, "Hey, Biden dropped out." I said, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
And then I look up how President Biden said it. This is the part that just gets me, right?
I didn't see this part.
It was a tweet.
Oh, that's how he dropped out with
Yeah,
a tweet.
it's
No
a
way.
tweet. There's no picture. There's no set conference, I don't think, as of right now. Dude tweeted. Just
What was
tweeted
his
it out.
tweet? I'm sick.
So here's the tweet. Here's
I'm out.
here's the famous tweet right here, which
He
I
did.
think I mean that's all I can find on it, right? Is really a tweet about it. So my fellow Democrats, which I mean I guess
That's how you're talking to?
that's there's
That's
there's a lot more than just that's okay. I have
Whatever.
decided not to accept the nomination to focus all my energies on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I went to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. Okay, you want to address the party first. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
But where are you at, dude? Where are you at? And it's hard because I try to even have respect for the office of the president, right?
Right.
That's not a little office.
No, that's a
not
big deal.
Regardless of how you feel about all of it, right? There still has to be some level of respect given. But this is just insane now at this point. It's hard to even follow along anymore, even for me in my crazy timeline. The other thing that coming out about this too, White House aides found out by the tweet. It's not even like there's any communication, and so just kind of wild.
Wow. No, I get my news from the WSSC News Instagram
Text
page.
chain.
Yeah.
Text chain.
And the social media posts. So no, I didn't see all of this.
So I don't. Who knows what it means? Who knows what's going to happen? But it's just only going to get wilder. I guess
Yeah.
that's-
Oh, definitely going to get wilder. And can we talk rumor a little bit?
Oh, you want to? You want to hit the rumor train?
Just because it's local.
Just because it's local.
The rumor is that Roy Cooper is going to be the one. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. I think
So there you go. You got a tweet from him.
Yeah, we mentioned I think we talked a little bit. I remember on CNN it was on there,
There was a little chatter about that. So
I think if I had to guess, it appears publicly at least the short list being Governor Cooper and Buttigieg. Those are the two that it looks like it is who's in the running right now.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, so that's,
But I didn't know who J.D. Vance was really before the other, day
yeah,
anyway, too.
so
So,
could be. Oh,
yeah.
I did watch Hillbilly Elegy too,
Oh,
the
you
movie
did?
based on the book. Yeah,
Okay,
great
cool.
movie. No matter what your politics,
Sure.
great movie.
Phenomenal.
Great movie.
What a wild weekend, though. I mean,
Yeah.
does this change your day, though, in any way at all? Like, do you have to think differently now at all, or
No,
what's it?
it piques my interest. So I'm ready to
Okay,
see
so we're
what's next.
engaging.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
engaging.
quite engaged, and I would to go from where we were, let's say even a month ago, or like pre the debate, right? However long ago that was, about a month ago, a little over 6 weeks ago, when everybody was just so jaded by the idea. Nobody was engaged,
Sure.
nobody cares. Two old men, nobody cares. But now this is getting people more engaged, paying attention, reading more, researching more, and
Yeah.
so then I think that's a good thing.
Okay, so it's self-investigation.
Yeah. So people are actually looking into the candidates. All right, now if it's Kamala, who's she going to pick? And getting to know even, people doing Hillbilly Elegy's #2 movie on Netflix over the weekend. So like people are obviously looking into
Makes sense.
backstories and figuring things out about these people. So I think that's a good thing.
President Trump coming to Charlotte on Wednesday, also announced.
That's right.
So here locally, this tweet coming up from Joe Bruno, Democrat candidate for insurance commissioner and state senator Natasha Marcus tells me she hopes Vice President Kamala Harris selects Governor Cooper as well. I just bring up Natasha Senator Marcus because that's a district here in our coverage area. So I
Right.
just figured that's a
Yeah,
relevant one for
another
people
local
just to know.
connection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I mean, what it'll be like in North Carolina if Roy Cooper is selected as a VP, crazy town. It's gonna be crazy town.
North Carolina is only going to see more and more politics at that point. I mean,
everybody's gonna be coming here.
Yeah, that's all it's going to be.
Nuts.
So that's how they put North Carolina. Democrats try to put it back into
On
a
the
swing
map.
state. Yeah, they're trying to put it back. So this might be the move. We'll
Yeah.
see. Big day today here though. We've got Horn HVAC's coming
Yes,
in.
we do.
You
Yeah.
want that feeling of we'll call Horn HVAC. You can give them a shout. Actually, you can call them directly if you've got that emergency situation. You come across 704-230-1343 or go to hornhvac.com. That's HORNEHVAC.com. We'll be hanging out with Nate a little bit later, so we're looking forward to that about 8:30. Joe Berg will be in toward the end of the day as well. And a reminder, all these events going on and everything else like that, you've also got trivia coming up tomorrow night.
Yes. And the Celebrity Housewife contest.
Oh, my gosh. So trivia tomorrow night at Micaiah's in Mooresville. That's
Mhm.
exit 33 there in the Mount Morn Shopping Center. Cool little spot. We're going to
Harry
be on the outdoor.
Potter-
Oh, yeah.
Harry Potter theme.
Excuse me. I forgot about
All
the
the
Harry
questions, which
That's
are
it.
now complete.
Potter. What a weekend it was. No doubt.
Right. I know everything there is to know about Harry Potter now. Yes, every question is about the Harry Potter movie series. And so, yes, if you're a Harry Potter fan or think you know more than anybody else about Harry Potter, come on out and win some prizes to Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Ooh.
We got 4 tickets to Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Always giving away tickets, always keeping you connected. Over 30 hours of live local content a week. And how can you get connected with all of that? You go to the WSIC News app, which is available on the iOS and Google Play Store. That's where you can just hang out with us all day. You can get the live audio stream, the live video stream. You can watch it on demand, all the shows we have, meet all the different hosts. You can also drop them a line. I mean, there's a lot to do. This is just Monday. We're just getting started. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Who's your pick for president or vice president? Really, all the seats are open, I think, right? They're all they're all what you want to do. 7:18. Happy Monday to you. Already a Monday getting rolling on the streets. Let's find out what is actually happening. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. You cruise in the HOV lane with Jeff. Jeff, happy Monday to you, sir.
Happy Monday. Good morning. There's no accidents to report at this time, although 77 northbound and southbound Statesville, Charlotte, each way, traffic is getting a little heavier this morning. Also, just slow down a little bit. The roads are wet this morning. Secondary roads in Statesville, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues, but apparently we're going to have some rain all morning, so the roads will be wet, and so leave you a little extra room.
Been praying for that rain for a long time, Jeff.
Yep.
It's finally here. And we'll take every drop we can.
We need it. Yes, we do.
How was the weekend? You did a little ice skating this week. Did you yourself put on the skates, Jeff? Everyone's wondering.
Not this time. I will, but they didn't have open skating, so I didn't get to go out there. But it was fun to watch it. There were some kids out there with young kids that are wanting to be hockey players, so it was fun to watch them. And then my granddaughter is doing a little better, and so it's good to see the progress she's making on the ice skate.
Very cool, Jeff. We appreciate you. We'll chat with you at 8:15, sir.
All right. Have a great morning.
You too, sir. Oh, forgot about that, too. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. And what you do, you cruise with Jeff in the HOV lane. Go ahead, Mames. You can do. There's another one.
Gosh.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay. I've done. Look, I've. Look. You don't have to apologize.
Well,
to me.
everybody's
I got
heard about the bird.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day. Word of the day, where Bill typically gives us a word and we guess the definition. Bill is out with a baby, and so Justin is hosting Word of the Day with Mamie.
Yeah.
And that rhymed. That was pretty cool.
That's good.
Didn't even mean to do
Good
that.
job.
That's not what this segment's about. It's not about rhyming. It's
No.
where we give a word and you guess the definition. I'm gonna try to say this.
I really do feel like I'm at the eye doctor, so I don't usually sit on this side of the table, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
usually
true.
get this view. And now I'm trying to read this word. I wear contacts. I can't see very well, but yeah, I feel like I'm trying to is it ULO?
ULOTRICHOUS. I'm gonna try to. Hold on, wait, one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Eulotricus.
Eulotricus. I've never heard of this word. Sounds like something from The Little Mermaid.
It's an adjective, which means it is descriptive in nature. And there is the second line, if you
Yeah,
were
there's
doing
no
the
way I
test,
can see that.
that's the pronunciation. Again, you could be seeing all this on the WSIC News app, the live video stream. Eulotricus. So any guesses before I read it?
No,
Do you even want to
I
ever heard this word?
No, I think of Ursula from The Little Mermaid as somebody who's like Ursula.
Okay, I'm not going to say no to that mind track right there. I'm going to let you run with that for a little bit. The style is specialized in eulotricus, and I didn't say that word right, hair, knowing the best techniques to manage and style tight curls.
I'm going to say difficult, maybe?
Okay.
Is it in that family? Hard to manage?
You're in the ballpark, but not. No, never mind. You're not. Let me go ahead and give you another one here. Oh my, what thick, curly, and eulotricus hair you have, cascading down your shoulders.
Okay, so it has to do with hair specifically.
Oh, okay. Now we're playing. Okay.
Curly, tight, curly, unmanageable
Oh,
hair.
okay. Hit the horns, Mames. There you go.
Gosh, now I gotta find that one. Here we go. Got it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, eulotricus, having woolly or crispy curly hair.
Okay. Much like a woolly mammoth or something?
It's possible.
Woolly?
Layla?
Woolly hair?
Does Layla have curly hair?
No. Kind of, sort of.
If it gets long enough?
If it gets long enough, yeah, it'll
See?
get curly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eulotricus?
Maybe. Let me see. Hold on, wait.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Hold on, wait.
Eulotricus?
Eulotricus.
Okay.
So that's how you say it.
Okay.
Word of the day, where we gain knowledge and insight into something. What exactly yet, I don't know, but we're figuring that out along the way. Every state has a least favorite state. Is that
Yes. So apparently yes. So
apparently?
yes, according to Matt Surley's Instagram followers, he did a poll and just asked what your least favorite state is. You had to say what state you were from and which state you dislike the most. So we know we do word of the day, and then we say we should do geography of the day. So this is the best way for me to learn. Just, I can look at the map and I can say, oh yeah, North Carolina, they dislike South Carolina the most. That tracks. So it really does.
Okay.
If you were specifically to ask though in the Lake Norman area, I think it would probably be, and no hate to transplants, but it'd probably be like New York, New Jersey is what maybe the Lake Norman area would dislike the most. I love all of our transplants. I love everybody that lives here though. I don't dislike
Seems
anybody.
like a lot of shade thrown on South Carolina.
It is,
right there.
yes. Well, that's just one state that it's only North Carolina that dislikes South Carolina. So you see the shading colors.
So this map of what I'm looking at of the United States and
Yeah.
each state having its own color, this is North Carolina's feelings.
Yeah. So people in
Okay.
North Carolina had to say which state they dislike the most.
Okay.
And they chose South Carolina.
Got
So
it.
if you look, you can see like all the blue shading, they dislike California the most, which also makes sense.
But it's funny because they're all neighboring California, the ones that.
Yeah, they're all touching California. So that I guess they're like, yeah,
We're tired of it.
we're tired of you guys.
Yeah.
California looks like Oklahoma, Nevada, they all dislike Texas the most. So
Beefing with Texas.
yeah.
What's
I don't
up
know.
with
Which
that?
do you have a state that you dislike the most?
Ooh, a state that I dislike the most? I haven't been to a lot of states. I'll be honest with you. That's one of the things I want to do is maybe next summer start. I don't know. Look, I'm at a weird point in my life where I just like to sit on the couch and do as much of that as I possibly can and just hang out with the fam. But getting in an RV with my family might be, a lot. I don't know how you feel about tight spaces.
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
That's already one of my unlocked fears, right?
Yeah.
Is tight spaces like that. But it would be an awesome opportunity to go hang out and just be together and to go to all 50 states. I think that would be cool. Like
That would be
do a
cool.
couple each year. You know what I mean? Like hop in the RV and just do the thing. If I'm gonna hate on a state though, probably one that I just like don't even know what they like. What does Arkansas do? Like what do they do in Arkansas?
Arkansas?
Yeah, like what do they do there?
I have no idea.
Like I don't like that I don't know it.
I've never been.
Wisconsin, I know I'm getting cheese, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Florida, I know I need sunscreen.
I thought the best insight on this was that the green shading, they dislike Florida the most. And Florida's also, they dislike the
Florida doesn't like Florida?
Florida doesn't like Florida.
Florida can't stand Florida.
Yeah.
Well, there is that thing on the Florida man or whatever. The
Florida man, yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing out there.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought this was kind of funny. A different way to look at it.
Oh, no,
So
this is funny.
you
I don't know about the beef with South Carolina. I don't feel like we have to share South Carolina with the Panthers. So I've never felt that
you don't
way.
have a beef with South? No. No.
I mean, they have different kinds of barbecue. People get into
Yeah,
the
the
barbecue
barbecue, that's-
battle.
that's
I
some
think
big-
that's
that's some big,
That's probably what this stems from. If I had to guess,
The mustard over the red
Vinegar?
sauce, vinegar
Yeah.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that's what this beef is really about
That's
right here.
Probably right.
We should squash it though. Just put them both together. What happens if you mix the two? Is that a thing?
No.
You can't do that?
You can do whatever you want, but
Okay.
no, we are not mixing the two barbecue sauces.
That's
Gross.
not a thing to do.
No,
Hey, can you believe that we're almost to Christmas already?
we're not.
Can you believe it?
Nope, we're not.
I'm trying to think of like something cool maybe that I can get Noah. This thing is pretty sweet right here. What do you think about this? This is basically what my life consists of most days. And let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah, here we go. The backpack. Oh yeah, this is the Nerf action gun right here. This is an automatic though. That's an
Okay,
automatic.
those are Nerf bullets.
Yeah. Well, no, they're regular. Oh wait, it's blinking. They're regular softies. They're nothing crazy on that level.
Okay.
But this thing
You
is
just
this
shoot them.
thing
You
is.
just pummel your kid in the face with them.
See, that's fun, and I'd clean it up once, but then I give this to
Right.
him.
Then you have
Could
to
you
put
imagine?
them all back in that little pack
Oh
one at a
my
time.
Gosh,
That's gonna be fun for about
once.
however long this
Yeah.
video is.
Yeah, that's
13 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
That's
it would be a very fun 13 second.
arguably one of the most memorable, and might be worth it. I don't know.
What would Demi say if you
If I walked in the house with that
did
bad boy,
Yeah.
who's cleaning up? That's what she's gonna
Yeah.
be mad. That who's cleaning up? Because we're gonna be finding them little darts.
Oh, everywhere.
Around the
Oh my
house?
gosh, Katie had like a Nerf gun phase where she just wanted to play Nerf gun battle, so we bought all the things and yeah, those little.
Katie was into the Nerfs.
It was Pandemic season, trying to find
Mm.
something to do. Yeah, we thought Nerf gun battles outside might be fun.
For a short time. and
Yeah, then we lost all the bullets quite quickly, or I don't know, what are they called? Softies? Is that what you call them? I don't even know what the
You
right
can call
term
them
is.
whatever you want.
I
It's America.
lost all the little pellets, and
Little pellets.
they're lost in the grass in the front yard of Admiral's quarters somewhere.
Well, at least you had a good time.
We had a good time
I
though.
had a great time. I don't know. There's a Disney movie come to life. Are you ready for this one? No, wait, no. Let's come back to this one
Okay.
after the break because this one seems too. Oh, that's pretty cute. Okay, all right, we'll come back to that one
Okay.
later. Okay, sorry, I'm getting lost in that one right there.
All right.
All right, this morning we're gonna have Horn HVAC. They're gonna be on later on at 8:30. Horn Heating and Air Conditioning. HornHVAC.com. That's HORNE HVAC.com. You can also give them a call if you need that HVAC unit service. Go and give them a call to get that appointment scheduled. 704-230-1343. 704-230-1343. Joe Berg will be rolling in talking about some sports later on. And pass the Tesorium. Mames, quit
Okay.
hogging it.
All right.
All right. That's what we'll do. 7:34. Happy Monday to you. Already there. The week has started. Kind of started yesterday, though, with all the news and everything going on. But, I don't know if you've heard or been under a rock, but we'll tell you about it later. You don't need to worry about it right now. Doesn't really matter, right? This Disney Life character is coming to life. This is a real thing now. You want to see it in real life. You watch it enough on the TV. You want to be able to see Disney characters and how they kind of do things. And Mame's found it on the internet, and that's all you got to do.
So this was a homeowner in Oregon took this video of a real life Bambi. So you remember the movie Bambi?
Mm-hmm.
Thumper is Bambi's best friend, which is a rabbit. And so this is a little
this is the reenactment.
So this deer is back here playing with a rabbit. It is about the sweetest thing I've ever seen. So that was it. That's the story. But I just
this is your timeline right now. This isn't bad right here.
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah, it's not all doom and gloom in my world. I get things like this sprinkled into.
I watched quite a few Disney movies.
It looked inside a turtle's mouth that we saw on Friday, but yeah, I thought this was adorable.
Pretty close to the turtle's mouth. Okay, you're talking. I do have a lot of animals in the timeline these days. I wanted to know, when was the last time that you watched Layla drink water? Like, do you watch her drink the water to make sure she watches it, or she just knows her way to the bowl now?
Yeah, she's a big girl.
You don't have to worry about it.
No, this is.
Have you ever seen a dog drink water?
No.
You've never seen it?
I mean, not in slow motion, no.
Okay, there's something new there. All right, well, let's see what this. If you watch the dog drink the water, it's kind of crazy because it
like makes a little cup with its tongue.
But it goes like backward.
Yeah.
Like when a dog drinks the water, it does the tongue, and like you scoop, and it scoops it up.
Yeah.
Like it curls it right up. So that's pretty fascinating.
That
Why don't we do that? That would be cool to do. Try that next time you go and just are hanging out with your friends. Try to drink the water backward with your tongue. You ever tried that?
I wouldn't even know where to start to try that.
Yeah. Well, you'd start by watching this video right here, and really, watching that video starts with download the WSIC News app. But that's different, You can give it a try though. It's always something new, right? You're sitting at the table. Maybe you've been to the same restaurant 20 times. You're looking to shake something up. There you go. Boom, boom. If you're looking to shake something up on the 27th, you can, because you can plan a little outing with your friends and go to the Housewives event happening in Mooresville. The couple of the housewives from the show, the Celebrity Housewives, they're coming to Mooresville. Mames, there's a contest going on Instagram right now?
There's a contest going on Good Morning LKN's Instagram, Late Norman Memes Instagram. You can register to win 4 passes, so you and 3 friends, and 4 meet and greet passes to meet Dolores and Sonia. So Dolores is from Real Housewives New Jersey. Sonia is from Real Housewives of New York. And they're going to be in Mooresville on Saturday, July 27th at 6 p.m. But we have a contest for that going on right now. It ends today. We will announce the winner tomorrow.
It ends today.
It ends today. The contest ends today.
What time? Is there like a time? Midnight. At the stroke of midnight, the pumpkin goes back.
I will be up, pulling the winner.
12:01.
12:01. I'm setting my alarm.
Alarm is set.
Yep. So, and make sure you enter. I may not get up right at 12 a.m., but definitely before 5:30 a.m. You better have your entries in tomorrow.
Are there 5-10 different versions of Celebrity Housewives going on right now?
I could not tell you how many different versions. I would love for somebody to, if you know how many versions of Celebrity Housewives there are out there.
I mean, there's definitely a following to the show.
There's a huge following. So yeah, this is your chance to go. It's going to be a great night, even if you just go for the tickets. You're not. But the meet and greet, I think, will be fun too. So you get a chance to
just chat with them,
meet them, ask them what their favorite thing about Lake Norman is.
That's number one on the top of the list.
Get a picture with them. So
wow,
yeah,
wow,
your chance to be a real housewife of Lake Norman, at least for a night.
It's the opportunity. Do you think birds know that they have cousins? Like, do you think that they understand that?
I don't know. Do you think the fish of the week all gather together and know we're picking one?
They could know. They could. It's
I
not
would love
impossible.
to know the answer to both questions.
Both questions are astounding because this bird right here that looks like an owl, right? It's basically called the putu. This is called a putu, and it looks like an owl. I just think that this was a cool look. This was on my timeline. I told you there's a bunch of animals on my timeline.
There were a bunch of animals. This looks like a
look. He's just hand feed them worms. That's what you can do. You need a new pet at home. I don't know if these things kind of just naturally stick around like trolls on top of tree stumps
Yeah,
like
it looks
this.
like a
But
Muppet or something. Looks like a Jim Henson character.
looks like a Harry Potter character that you could see at Micaiah's.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
That's
Definitely
what,
looks
that's
like a
what this
Harry
is.
Potter character. Yeah.
Have you ever seen this animal before?
I've never seen this.
Do you think this is AI or
I
do you
don't
think this
know
is
what
real?
This is.
It's called a Putu.
No, I need to look this up.
Okay. P-O-T-O.
They have these at the Raptor Center.
They might. Yeah, down on Beatty's Ford.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
They might have these
I'll have to
there.
take a trip down there and see what category does this animal fit into.
I think this is the
crazy.
cousin of the owl. That's what I think this
Okay.
is.
All right.
And so back to the
I
original
thought this was
question.
going to be a story about how dinosaurs are related to like
You dug
dinosaurs.
deeper on that?
Yeah, I thought we were going dinosaur to birds.
Is that mostly what happens? Like when I bring up as like a topic and you try to like.
I try to think of what. See, I don't even click the links most times. I just look at these headlines that you have on here, and I try to think which way would this one go.
And
I guess
nobody
wrong
knows.
on this one. I was way wrong.
Didn't have this one in your bingo card.
No.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few of those around. You know, you got to drop a little nuggets every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
You
Yeah.
had Bambi though on your timeline.
Well, there you go. Just mixing things up.
I guess animals are just always been here too with us, so it's like kind of like we're just all hanging out together. Is that
Yeah.
pretty much? I saw a lot of orcas on my timeline this weekend too.
You know what?
Coincidence?
Well, it's Shark. Well, I think last week ended
Shark Week. Yeah, I'll
Shark Week
describe
is
it.
over.
I saw a couple Shark Week commercials. I
So
didn't catch any
sharks
Shark
were
Week.
everywhere. But you know what started? You know what this week is? Lake Norman Monster Week. A whole week dedicated to Normie.
What?
Yes, it is.
The whole week?
The whole week from now until Saturday dedicated to Normie.
How do we celebrate Normie? Do we
Well,
know?
you just go out there, you give him a high five when you see him out on the lake. But also, you can come out to, we're going to have Charlotte Spooky. So, Jason from Charlotte Spooky is going to be with us on Wednesday to talk about Lake Norman Monster Week. We're going to do a
Whoa.
meetup, if you believe in Normie. We're going to have a meetup out at the Cabin Pub in Davidson.
Okay.
We've been out there before.
Yeah.
They have a great view of the lake, so you can maybe he'll come. Maybe he'll come to the meetup. too,
Maybe
and be like,
Normie will be there.
guys, I'm real.
Yeah, here I am.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for me.
Yeah.
Here it
Yeah.
is.
Thanks for celebrating me this week.
I'm soft and feeling nice today. Shampooed and conditioned.
Shampooed and conditioned. You think
Normie probably
he's
has.
gonna get his hair done for
You think
the
he takes
occasion?
the bath, or it's just all natural?
Well, it's all natural, but I'm sure he's got some product thrown in his hair.
That's right. Okay, well, I didn't realize it was national, or well, I guess not national.
Regional.
Okay, regional. Okay, all right. I'm trying to push
We
it.
can call it national.
Yeah.
I doubt anyone in Oklahoma is out there celebrating Normie, but maybe they are. If you are, give us a call.
Well, it's possible because you find it on the internet. Like you can find on the internet the 10 best fast food restaurants with fried chicken. Is that what this is?
So USA Today ranked nationally. This is national. USA Today ranked the 10 best fast food chicken restaurants. And number 10, local friend, Bojangles.
Oh, Bojangles.
So good job, Bojangles.
Front and center.
You got on the list. The rest of the ones on here, trash.
I said throw shade. Are they South Carolina? Is that what it is?
I don't know specifically. I've just never heard of any of them. Chick-fil-A did make the list on there somewhere, but number 10 is Bojangles.
Okay.
We'll go in reverse order.
Shout
10
out
is Bo-
Supremes.
9 is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken from
Ooh.
Lima, Ohio.
I tried that.
Never heard of it. Maybe Jeff knows that one. Number 8, Crispy Crunchy Chicken.
Don't they have that at the grocery?
Never heard of it.
I think they have this one at the grocery. Yeah, it says right here, supermarkets.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I've seen this one. Dang, they got grocery store frozen bag
Yeah,
on this
I
list?
know.
Dang.
Number 6, Golden Chick.
USA Today slipping.
Never heard of
Chick-fil-A.
it.
Oh, Chick-fil-A, though, number 7 is definitely, yeah. But Golden Chick, I don't know that
Yeah,
one either.
Chick-fil-A made number 7. So, yes, I'll agree with that one.
Dang, they put the Lord's Chicken at number 7?
I know.
Dang.
Somebody's coming for them.
Dang.
Number 6 was Golden Chick. I've never heard of them. Number 5, Popeyes. I don't love Popeyes. I think I've had it once.
So I had an experience with Popeyes. Did you ever? And we'll let's finish the list. And we'll come back
finish
to Popeyes.
the list.
Yeah, sorry.
Number 4, Huey Magoo's Chicken Tenders. Never heard of them.
That sounds good though.
Yeah. Number 3,
I
Guthrie's.
guess it all looks good.
Alabama-born Guthrie's Chicken. Never heard of it. Number 2, Pollo Campero from
You sound
Guatemala.
so enthusiastic about this.
Never heard of it. Number 1, Jollibee. Never heard of it.
Yeah, but there's people reading the list that probably have never heard of Bojangles.
Well, that's their
that's
problem.
their. That's not our fault.
And if they would have tasted it, it'd be number 1. Just telling you.
Oh.
Okay, tell me about Popeyes.
All right, so Popeyes. Do you remember the sandwich craze when the beef was going on with like who had the best chicken sandwich?
Yes. Popeyes was everybody was saying Popeyes was better than Chick-fil-A.
Everybody was trying. It was a huge thing, and then Popeyes would run out of the sandwiches. You couldn't find them anywhere. People were scouring the country to find Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Well, I had one, and it wasn't.
No.
You know,
Would it beat out Bojangles?
it was really bready. Like the chicken was super bready.
Oh no, I don't like
Yeah.
that. I like a thin layer breading on my fried chicken. Yeah.
And to
I'd
tell the
go-
truth, I understand you were probably looking for like a real deep story right there, but no, I'm
That
just
was it.
letting you know.
Just didn't like
I
it.
just tried one.
Well,
and
it shouldn't be.
wasn't-
Shouldn't have gotten ranked above USA Today. I'm telling you guys, you need to call us.
You're slipping, USA
We can tell
Today.
you all about food, and we're not putting Huey Magoo's on there. The list, I can tell you that much.
I don't like throwing shade at other places, but my gosh, this. You put Bojangles, and again, the Lord's Chicken at number 7.
You should just know if you want to be blessed. Chick-fil-A goes number 1.
Come on.
Bojangles number 2. We'll get people.
Yeah, definitely will. 7:48. Sorry, we're back now too with the video live stream, fam. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, so that's a bad exit. So if you're going northbound, definitely check out a alternative route. You mentioned Normie and National Normie Week.
Yeah.
There was a video that has surfaced on the timeline of some type of creature in the ocean.
Yeah, he might have been on vacation last week.
The question is this AI or not, Mames? I don't know the answer to it. Okay, in the ocean, it's a very large creature, snake-like.
Bruh.
Do you think this is AI? This is a big old monster in the ocean that's really long. Kind of wonder what it is. Then like the head pops up and then the thing goes. Is this Normie in the ocean?
Yikes.
Normie's on vacay.
Yeah,
right
I think
now.
Normie went on vacay for his week to shine. Yeah,
That's
took a quick trip to the ocean.
And so celebrating Normie on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah, but all week long on LK and Memes and Spooky Charlotte, you can check out the memes, the funny stuff, and
How a Normie post would you say? Like, does it come up? Is it in your top 3 options when you think about like a new post?
Let's
usually,
see. Top 3 probably gonna be traffic, number 1, always. Transplants, number 2. Things about Lake Norman that only people who've been here for a while know about. Normie will probably be number 4. Yeah.
Do you find like the more people you meet and talk to, do you introduce Normie to them? Like, do you the concept to
If
people?
it comes up naturally, it's not my first question. Not even my 4th question that I ask people.
But your first
seen
question
Normie?
usually is,
What's your favorite thing about Lake Norman? Always.
has Normie ever been somebody's answer?
No, it should be.
Right?
Yeah, that should be
The
somebody's answer.
mascot. Like we talked about Sir Purr ranked as what, like number 3 in the
Yeah.
some really high up.
Yeah, Sir Purr
Purr's memorable.
as far as memorable or recognizable mascots. Yeah.
How do we get Normie,
Gotta get him up
recognized in
there.
the community?
Yeah.
Do we have a definitive on what we believe Normie to characterize as?
Normie, to me, it's different to everyone. Normie, to me, it's basically Pete's Dragon. Elliot from Pete's Dragon.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah, the old one. The where
First one.
yes, the original.
That's one of those movies that
Green cartoon dragon with pink hair,
yeah.
but a male.
To be specific,
To be specific,
I didn't say it.
doesn't really
I'm not a sexist.
doesn't speak, but makes some noises you can understand. Talks kind of like an orca or a whale. Yeah, the noises that it makes. Yeah, and that's who Normie is to me. Also, Layla talks in the same kind of way.
when she's yawning so cutely.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
it is?
She gets, or when she gets upset too, she makes these little cute little whale sounding noises. So, but yeah, that's who Normie is. So.
Pete's Dragon, funny you bring that movie up. You know, like you were so young sometimes that you don't even remember like what you watched or what you did as a kid, right? And so my mom tells me that, and I do recall it. I do recall watching Pete's Dragon, but she says that I was obsessed with Pete's Dragon.
Oh,
movie.
I love that movie. One of my
It
favorites.
was great. It was
Katie
a great
was
movie.
obsessed with it for a while too. Yeah.
Well, it was definitely great, and we've the new one. It's kind of one of those now that they're remaking a lot of these movies, and you get into it, and it's just not the same, really. Like you want it to be in your mind, you want it to be.
Yeah, we've had a conversation about sequels. I don't know if we've talked about remakes. Any remakes that you can think of that are
Well, Lion King. Remember they tried. Okay, again.
Okay.
Pretty much all of my role of movies is going to be
Disney
young children
Yes,
animated.
that's okay. That's okay. Do you have any remakes that you've enjoyed? The Lion King remake I did not enjoy.
You didn't like the live action, real looking CGI stuff?
No, it did not. I did not enjoy that
Mm.
at all. And I love Beyonce, but did not enjoy the remake.
I'm trying to think if there was any really good remakes. I mean, like I guess technically too, like what's maybe not necessarily a remake, but the next thing when they redid the Godzillas with Bryan Cranston was in the first one, like that was cool. That was like a really good epic start over for me. Have they restarted any movies recently?
I can't.
Last time you went to the movie theater, you saw what?
Oh gosh,
What'd you see?
can't even tell you. Katie and I went and saw Barbie.
Oh, that's right.
That might.
Bill saw Barbie too.
Yeah.
Bill's out with a baby, by the way. He's coming back.
Maybe that was the last one I saw in the theater. Maybe Barbie. I can't remember if that was it or not. She and I went and saw Mean Girls, so I don't know which one came out first, Mean Girls or Barbie. The remake of Mean Girls, not good at all. Very disappointed in that one.
Because of like the connection to the characters or the story wasn't the same.
Okay, Mean Girls, originally a movie in like early 2000s, 2003, 2004.
Yeah,
cult
recap this one.
classic.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Mean Girls.
I don't think I have.
I don't even go to this school.
Okay,
You know,
that's that line? Oh,
it's
yeah.
from that movie.
Oh, nice.
You misdo it every single time, which makes it funnier. But yeah, she doesn't even go here, is what the line is. But you've changed it to I don't even go to this school. But that's a famous line from Mean Girls.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. That's a famous line from Mean Girls.
I hadn't heard that one before.
all these like catchphrases, all these little lines, these one-liners came from that movie. They made it into a musical in 2015-ish on Broadway. Renee Rapp from Charlotte went to Northwest School of the Arts. She starred in the Broadway show. Fantastic show. Katie and I went and saw it in New York. She killed it. It was absolutely amazing. They decided to make a movie version of the musical. Katie and I are pumped. We have seen Mean Girls the musical.
I'm just not a musical guy.
You're not a
I'm
musical
just
guy.
not a musical
That's
guy.
fine. That's fine. You don't have
But
to
you're
be.
super pumped
But we
about
are
the Mean Girls.
Pumped because Renee Rapp is starring in the movie version of the musical. So we saw her in New York. Absolutely
so
amazing.
y'all feel you're like this is gonna
we
be
are in it. This is gonna be
so
great.
high expectations though.
Very high. We go and we're like, nah, this is not it. This is not it. Just the actors that they
Didn't feel
pick
it.
for the different ones is just a different feel. The Broadway show is like very fun, campy. Kind of, they tried to make this more serious and like a little dark, and we're like, that's not what this is. This is not the experience we came for. So that one, not a fan of. I've spent a little bit too much time talking about that too, but I could go deep into it. But lots of other movie remakes out there. I'm trying to think. Parent Trap, when they redid that one though with Lindsay Lohan, that was super fun.
What's Lindsay Lohan up to these days?
I hope she's doing okay.
Yeah.
She's done a couple Netflix movies, so hopefully she's on the right path now.
Is it weird like a lot of those child celebrities, right? Which was kind of a concept of like us coming of age, I guess I would say.
Right.
Like not there's kids that were actors, and actresses back in the day, but not nearly the number, right?
Right.
And now they're all kind of older, like JT, for example. Like look at him. He's
right.
That's wild.
Ryan Gosling too started on the Mickey Mouse Club. So
Wow.
yeah. But yeah, I like to, hopefully she's doing okay. I think they're going to remake Freaky Friday again. I think they're going to do a
Didn't
remake.
they just do that?
Well, they did it like 10 years ago. I think they're going to remake it with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, and maybe like Lindsay Lohan has a daughter now that's going to go through it. I'm not sure what.
Is Jamie Lee Curtis's brother going to be in it?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, from Halloween?
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Because
think so.
Halloween, that's who it was. That was like
Yeah.
that's her big movie, right?
That's where she's got her start. I think. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm trying to give you the pop culture I know.
I know nothing about. I don't watch scary movies. I don't know anything about those kind of movies.
I feel like my mom used to watch those ones. Like she'll say that she doesn't watch scary movies either, but I'm pretty sure that's something that she would watch as well. All right, America's favorite game show. I saw on the timeline this weekend, by the way. I think it was Nature is Amazing. They put out $10 million for their same kind of game show that we got going
That's
on.
Is that not our prize too? 10 million.
Was it $10 million? I thought it was only $1 million.
No, ours is 10.
No.
That's our game too.
Okay, so if you
Did they
survive,
steal it from us?
I don't know. They literally last night I'm like I gotta go to bed. There's no way that the world is this crazy at this point. But we did have Python on. So again, America's favorite game show, if you didn't realize, is lion, black bear, crocodile.
Right.
You're in the studio with them for how long?
1 hour.
Just 1 hour.
1 hour.
And you survive.
And you survive. You get $10 million.
$10 million. Which animal are you picking to go against? Which one would it be? We did have the guest appearance of Python.
Expansion pack.
Expansion pack of Python.
Nope.
This is where I get nervous though when we start throwing in random characters into this equation. Though I'm the one who does it. When you throw Python in and snakes in, I didn't realize, and I guess I've seen this before on some level of documentary somewhere in the world, but snakes can climb trees.
Nope.
Does this change? Like, so does this say?
Well, there's no trees in here, but I'm saying no thank you to this. Yeah, I would think I could climb a tree and get away from a snake, but apparently it's coming.
You nervous looking at this video next time you go walking in the woods, knowing that the snakes can just drop out the trees on you. This is how it goes.
Oh my goodness, that's terrifying.
This is what happens. You got to be careful on these
I
streets.
think snakes might be my number one thing I'm afraid of. Maybe. I don't know.
What about snakes climbing trees?
Yeah,
Is that number
unlocked
2?
a new fear in me.
Chick-fil-A, them Bojangles right here. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a new fear unlocked of snakes gonna climb a tree. It's not so much that because I'm not climbing a tree. It's
But the fact that like you no longer can choose that as
when
an
I'm
option.
walking through the woods by the lake, I need to look up and down, apparently, because it could attack me from the ground or from the sky, drop down and bite my face off.
See, just when you thought your parks were safe. That's just when you thought.
Yeah.
You got snakes climbing trees and falling out of them.
Mm.
So, yeah, there was a lot of that on my timeline this weekend, too. Just random, animals showing you nature. Trying to work on a geography of the day kind of thing, too.
We really
and
do
it's a
need to do that. Because,
combination.
when we pulled that map up, I was like, states. I wonder
Yeah.
what all these ones are called.
They didn't have nice labeled names on the map.
Those ones on the left side.
So you started asking. You asked me. You said, "Well, is there any of them you don't like?" And I literally the real answer just says, "I don't really know which one's which right now." That's
some of those in the middle.
if I'm being honest.
They're
Right
just
now.
all together.
Oh, happy Monday to you. If you're heading on into the office, hope you have a great day. You take us with you all day long. The WSIC News app, every show available on demand. You can watch live and listen live. Pop that earbud in. Just keep strolling. Have a great day, my kid.
Serving you better.
Harris's weak on crime policies will be a disqualifier.
The former president on Truth Social wrote Democrats stole the race from President Biden. Then he's told Fox there should be an investigation into how Americans were misled about the president's mental fitness.
The Clintons say they are, quote, honored to endorse Kamala Harris, and they aren't alone, with 178 Democratic lawmakers following suit with their endorsements.
Fox's Brooke Simon also reports other Democrats have yet to back Harris, despite her raising $50 million already.
Former President Obama issuing a statement praising Biden's work in office without mentioning Harris, instead calling for an open process.
Senator Joe Manchin, who initially had considered re-registering as a Democrat to run, just told CBS he will not. 2 hours from now, Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle will testify at a House hearing into security lapses in the Trump assassination attempt.
Many Republican lawmakers want her to resign. Cheadle says she's happy to come here, saying in a statement, "I look forward to the panel examining what happened and providing recommendations to help ensure it will never happen again."
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson of the Capitol. 2 more Israeli hostages have died in Hamas captivity in Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will address Congress on Wednesday, though some Democrats will boycott, upset over the war's effect on Palestinian civilians.
Meanwhile, the Israeli military has ordered the evacuation of an area of Gaza designated a humanitarian zone. Commanders say they're about to attack Hamas fighters who've used the area to launch rockets against Israel.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. America's listening to Fox News.
Donald Trump Jr. here. Since January of 2021, the cost of living has increased by 17.9%. You can't get that money back, but you can stop your losses by diversifying into a gold IRA from my friends at Birch Gold Group. To learn more, get your free info kit on gold IRAs by texting the word SHELTER to 989898. That's SHELTER to the number 989898 to get your free info kit from Birch Gold now.
Message and data rates may apply.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by July 31st, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
President Biden's exit from the 2024 race has gotten reaction around the world, with many leaders praising the job he's done. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky posted on X a thank you to the president for his help preventing Russia from occupying his country. What happens next year? Former President Trump has said he can quickly end the war if he wins.
House Intelligence Committee Chairman Mike Turner of Ohio said on CBS Face the Nation he has no doubt that a new Trump administration would provide Ukraine what it needs to repel Russia. But nations should understand that America is not just an enforcer.
We cannot have the United States just be a guarantor of territorial integrity of countries around the world. We need military alliances That means they need to be strong and they need to participate. That's certainly what his criticism of NATO has been.
Chairman Turner says the former president wants to end the Russia-Ukraine war and believes a fully equipped Ukraine could force Russia to the negotiating table. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
The world's attention will soon shift to France for the Summer Games.
With the Paris Olympics beginning Friday, the torch procession is nearing its end, making its way to the opening ceremony's venue. On Sunday, a Lebanese photojournalist, severely wounded during an Israeli strike on South Lebanon, carried the torch to honor all journalists killed or wounded while on the job. Christina Assia of Agence France Presse was among 6 journalists struck in October 2023. She was severely wounded and had part of her right leg amputated. AFP videographer Dylan Collins, also wounded in the attack, pushed Assia's wheelchair as she carried the torch. Ann Carrick, Fox News.
We've just learned NBA star LeBron James will be the male flag bearer for Team USA at the Paris opening ceremony. The female athlete is yet to be announced. Xander Schauffele will try to repeat as gold medalist for the Americans in golf. He just won his second major tournament of the year, the Open Championship in Scotland. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising before this week's trading. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Well, we're locked into a pretty pesky weather pattern as we end the weekend and really for the majority of next week, too. Partly cloudy for our Sunday. We'll warm into the mid-80s and track another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon and evening. Slow movers and storms that could put down a lot of rain in a short amount of time. That's just how we go the next several days. Daily chances for pop-up storms. Just kind of luck of the draw who gets one. It's needed rainfall to put an end in our drought. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Horn Heating and Air Conditioning is looking for HVAC rock stars. If you want to work for a company that values its employees with great pay and benefits, then give Horn Heating and Air Conditioning a try. Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, hornhvac.com.
Parents can find a quality classical Christian education at Headwaters Academy. For more information, the phone number is 704-876-1520.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, okay. 8:06. Happy Monday to you. If you're just hopping in the car, we're going to get a look at the streets at about 8:15 with Jeff and iCats. Before there was an accident, 77 northbound, about a half a mile before exit 25. That's Sanford Road, Highway 73. A vehicle flipped in the median. So if you're heading northbound, ooh, ouchies. Ouchies.
Yep.
So pack them patient pants.
Right.
Hang on for the ride. Probably the way a lot of people felt over the weekend because of the CrowdStrike update situation thing that went down. Found this pretty cool visual map here on the old Twitter sphere of what it was like in real time.
Wow.
When the planes over kind of all over the country, all over the United States, and when they stopped, whenever the CrowdStrike situation happened, you just see the amount just completely drop as the timeline kind of lapses there. It's pretty wild. So as far as I know, is everything back to normal? Everybody's good? No issues going on? Everyone's home?
There's still some lagging issues from all of the flights that were canceled, had to be rebooked. People had to be rebooked. My sister is actually stuck in Canada right now. She was on an Alaskan cruise. They were supposed to fly home yesterday.
Canada?
Yeah, she's stuck in Canada. So,
dang.
Hopefully she'll make it home by Wednesday is what they're telling her.
Dang.
So they're just hanging out in Canada for a couple of days until they can get home.
Have they been living in the airport?
As for this morning, they were still at the airport. 4 a.m. Eastern, so whatever time that would be, because they're on the she's on the west coast of Canada.
Have they been there since Friday? Or no, this was just like yesterday.
Since Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Saturday is when they're supposed to fly home.
So definitely still a lag effect going on out there.
Yeah,
definitely still some flights happening. I did chat with somebody who flew home on Friday and said it was just absolutely
and the videos,
insane.
I don't know if you saw in the videos on your feed from the airport. Most of the comments were like, that's just the Charlotte airport every day. Like,
we're used to this, people.
We're used to it. Just people everywhere.
Get in line. Hush.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I had someone who actually works at the Charlotte airport saying that people are actually being very kind though. They said they were getting together. She's a bartender in one of the restaurants in the Charlotte airport. Said that they were all everybody's just hanging out, having a drink, making the best of it. We had a video on the WSIC socials of a guy who was stranded in, I think, Philadelphia.
Ooh.
Had a great attitude, though, about it. Yeah, he was just saying, like, we're just going to sit back and, hey, you can say you're a part of history. You got great 20
Everyone should experience
Yeah,
this.
that's what he said. I thought it was a great attitude. You know what? Why not, man? What else you going to do?
There ain't nothing else you can do except show people to calm down that baby owls sleep on their stomach. And then that way they can just kind of, have a little giggle while they hang out. And that's what you can do. That's the kind of stuff that if I were working at the airport, I would tell people.
You would just show people these pictures. You know what? You could play, if you're stuck at the airport, play America's favorite game.
Can you call this kind of owl cute? Birds as babies aren't very cute.
So I was talking to somebody this weekend.
Although this one's not bad.
No, that one's not bad. Talking about what I just learned that owls sleep on their stomach, because talking about greatest fears or like irrational fears. We're just having a conversation, and his was owls. I was like, owls? Why? He was like, they sleep on their stomachs. It doesn't make sense. That was his biggest reasoning. And yeah, you're right. I don't get why they sleep like this. I would think they just sleep kind of sitting up and tuck their head in there.
No, he's just laying on this grass. Like this
lay
owl's
down
just
flat?
like on the stomach. I can't do that on the bed. Like I can't lay stomach down on the bed like
This
this.
is
I
me
can't
when I
sleep
come home
like this.
after
Just
work.
straight grumble.
Me on
like
Friday, I just
this.
hit, yeah.
No,
4:30 on a Friday.
I'm
That's me.
definitely not a stomach sleeper. Definitely, this gives me, and it's laying on like a Lego mat almost or something like that.
Yeah,
it looks like
it
so.
doesn't look comfortable.
It doesn't look super
No,
comfortable.
not
But
at all.
yeah, owls sleep on their stomach. So if I'm at the airport, I'm wanting to cheer somebody up. Maybe I tell them that. Whether or not that changes their day or not, nobody knows.
That's right.
That or random selfie.
Well, yeah, random selfie. That's always
Are
a good
those
one.
still welcomed at the airport or?
I don't know. It just depends on what somebody has to do. You can get some really, really nice. Okay, if you're flying, let's say you're flying somewhere by yourself. How long since you've just flown on your own?
That would have been, I did a flight to New York by myself, hung out with a couple of peeps while I was there. Gosh, this would have been.
It's been a few years.
Yeah, few.
Okay.
Enough. Somewhere to 5 to 10 range, if I
So
could remember.
before I
actually.
worked here, I did a lot of traveling. So lots of flying on my own. And I'm a very friendly person. I don't mind talking to anybody at any time. But for whatever reason, when I'm on a plane, I don't want to talk to anybody.
That's your one space.
I want my 2 hours or whatever amount of time I'm on the plane is just me time. So it's going to be I'm watching a movie or I'm listening to music or I'm reading a book. And so I do the hat, the universal sign for don't talk to me is headphones.
Yeah.
You
You
gotta
do
use-
the big muffs?
You got to use the big ones, because
Okay.
if you got the earbuds, they're probably not going to see them and they're going to think you want to talk.
Even this, and they know if you got the string, you just pop out,
That's right.
pop in.
That's
it.
right. So you got the big ones on, and a hat, always a hat, and
Tucked
yep,
down.
and down, and that's the sign for.
So you had a lot of time off then on your way to France when you went. Then you just
Well, I was sitting with people that I knew. That was not a flight by myself. I was just not going to talk to Katie the whole flight.
Katie, I need 12 hours. This is it.
This is it.
We'll
Don't
have a
talk to me.
great time when we get there.
Don't talk to me.
But
It's just, and there have been times that I've sat next to somebody and they still talk to you, and I'll have a nice conversation with them. But for the most part, it's like, this is me time. I don't want to interact with anybody right now.
So rather than fear flights, we should all embrace it and
There's a new trend too going on where people are just not, I don't know how true this is, but they're putting it on social media.
so it is true.
Guys are not, this is specifically guys, they're calling it, I don't even know what they're calling it, silent flying or something like that. And they are not reading, not watching a movie. They're just staring straight ahead at the flight map for the entire flight. And to get a flight map on a plane, it's got to be at least, it's usually like 2 or
plane.
3 hours. Yeah, it's a bigger plane.
It's a big plane.
They're just staring at it. And so that's the new trend. So you don't have to keep your mind occupied. You just stare and like meditate for the whole flight. My brain ping pongs too much for that. I don't know what I would be thinking about.
Just watch the plane. It moved. I know it moved.
Yeah,
it did move.
yeah.
Because it's one of those maps where like you barely, it's like
yeah. I know you check in on it every once in a while.
Yeah.
You're not watching it in real time.
Yeah.
So
Unless you're meditating.
yeah, I couldn't do that. I gotta have something to distract me.
When I'm trying to think the best, because the last time I flew, right, was probably about a year and a half ago,
Okay.
I'd say. Maybe less than that. And when I'm on the plane, I like the part of, hey, here's a beverage. As far as, and I usually get a ginger ale. I like ginger ale or Diet Coke. That's usually what I like. We've talked about Pepsi and Coke and all that
Right.
before. I don't like, though, I don't think it needs to be like a long process to give out drinks. I feel like it's longer than it should be. Hey, I'll just take a can. You can just hand me a can. Just, is there a cooler I can grab one out of? I'm okay with that if we made it kind of maybe more of a relaxed situation.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do for flights.
Yeah, I could get behind that. Self-service.
You think people would act right in that scenario?
No,
not
at all.
You
Not at
can't
all.
trust.
You can't trust people. No, there is no way they would act right in that situation. Have you ever been on? I'll give you. Well, we're gonna run out of time, but I was on a flight one time.
Good catch.
And we were circling because we couldn't land. There was a storm below
Yeah, I've had
us.
that happen. Yeah.
Oh man, people were awful.
They get cranky.
Awful. Like, and the flight attendant's like, "It's the weather. I have no control over this." But
Not at all.
yeah, it was crazy.
Coming up at 8:30, we're going to have Horn HVAC, Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, hornhvac.com, HORNEHVAC.com. Nate's going to be hanging out with us. We're going to be talking to him about Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, their wonderful culture they've got. If you need your unit service, that feeling of, I think Nate handles the call center a lot, and so he's going to know.
Well,
How brutal
he'll
is
have
it
some
sometimes?
stories, that's for
How brutal can it get when you get home and you ain't got your HVAC cooling down that house? That is not what you want.
Nope.
HornHVAC.com. HORNEHVAC.
We'll have more Good Morning LKN coming up on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, finally, a week without the big heat being our issue, and some good chances to get some rain, too, as we go throughout the next several days. For our Monday to kick off a new week, we'll call it partly cloudy. Temperatures warming into the mid-80s for the afternoon. We'll keep an eye out for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon. Overnight, we dip it back down to around 70 and kind of rinse and repeat. Mid and upper 80s tomorrow, with around the scattered showers and storms for the afternoon. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Nina's Boutique.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live continues their free music series on Thursday. 2 months ago, Ghostface Brewing and Waves Entertainment hosted the Battle of the Bands. The champion that night, Fortune 5, makes their Langtree Live debut this Thursday, July 25th. Come on out to Langtree Lake Norman to see and hear the Battle of the Bands champion, Fortune 5, this Thursday with music beginning at 7 p.m. The Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. Come enjoy the music of the Highway with their dynamic and high-energy show. Red Rocks will have beverages on site, and the Birkdale restaurants are ready for your dinner service. Bring your chairs and blankets for the Highway concert at Birkdale Village on Friday, beginning at 6 p.m. The 8th annual Dog Island Jam takes place this Saturday on Lake Norman. Star from The Voice, John Sullivan presents the summer's must-see concert. Waves Entertainment will bring a stage, sound system, and LED walls to, you guessed it, an island on Lake Norman. Sully and Friends headline the concert on Saturday. Untie your boat or call your friends with boats and enjoy the Dog Island Jam concert on Lake Norman this Saturday. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway reaches the series finale. The 10-race series title night is on Tuesday, July 30th, with NASCAR night sponsored by the NASCAR Hall of Fame. See the champions crowned and the legends and bandoleros. Don't miss the next generation of racing superstars honing their skills and rising through the ranks. Gates open at 5 p.m. with the green flag waving at 6. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Monday to you. If you're just hitting the streets, well, you're going to want to know what's going on out there. And for that, we turn to...
Oh, sorry. That's me. Sorry.
RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising with Jeff in the HOV lanes. Jeff, how we doing, sir?
Good morning. There is an accident about a half mile before you get to Sanford Road in the median. There's a vehicle flipped over. Traffic was backed up on 77 northbound. Be aware of that. As far as slowdown, 77 southbound around Sanford Road and Gilead Road, there was some slowdowns there. Surprisingly, as you go in the city of Charlotte this morning, things were moving along. So everything else looks good except for 77 northbound before you get to Sanford Road. Secondary road, Statesville, Mooresville. I haven't heard of any issues this morning. Again, the roads are wet. It is raining on and off, so leave yourself a little extra time and a little extra room.
Got to pack them patient pants, it sounds like today. Jeff, a lot of rain, a lot of activity over the weekend. You got any take or anything on President Biden saying he's not going to run in 2024? You don't have to. Just you know.
Well, as I was sharing with you when you answered the phone, is it's just a sad time when the media will say, you know, that he is well and everything is good, and you know, the American people, you know, we saw the debate and saw that he's in decline. And so it's nothing to rejoice when somebody is, you know, one of your loved ones is declining in health. But to kind of portray that he was better off than what he really is, it's concerning as a citizen of our country. And then also we become the laughing stock among other nations because we have somebody in office that we really don't know if he can fulfill his duties. So it's a sad, I just, you know, I wish him well, no matter if you're Republican or Democrat, but I just hope and pray our country gets on a better track and that there's policies that help our small businesses and to, you know, cut inflation, because there's a lot of people that are struggling in this economy, and so I just hope our country gets turned around.
All right, Jeff.
Wise words,
Wise
Jeff.
words this morning,
As
Jeff,
always.
for a Monday. A little too wise, some people might say there, Jeff. A little bit too much wisdom, but, you know, we appreciate you. I hope you have a great day, Jeff. Keep an eye on those streets for us, and if you need anything, holler. Otherwise, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, you guys have a great day.
You too, sir.
Take care.
Oh, you gave me like the double time there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
RideHighCats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Such wise words from Jeff. I wanted to say almost like a little baby owl taking a nap on its tum-tum. That's how wise those words were.
Because owls are wise?
Wow.
Isn't that what the
Oh, I think that
idea
is the thing. They can turn their heads like all the way around, can't they?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty wild.
Didn't trust them.
That's pretty wise. Yeah, so President Biden decided this weekend he's no longer going to be running in the 2024 presidential race. What that means for the remainder of his term, I don't know. But even before that on the weekend, which that happened yesterday, there was a post here with an interview with Mark Zuckerberg, which I did think this one was interesting for a couple of reasons. But Mark Zuckerberg's being asked, and he's the CEO of Meta, by the way, if you don't know. He's being asked about the presidential race, about President Trump and the assassination attempt. I thought this was interesting.
I've done some stuff personally in the past. I'm not planning on doing that this time. And that includes, not endorsing either of the candidates. Now, look, I mean, there's obviously a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world.
Zuck looking
historic
good, too,
events
by the way.
over the
Looking
last,
fresh out here.
like over the weekend. And,
New look.
You like it?
I don't know.
On a personal note,
I think I'm pretty close to him in age, aren't I?
Seeing
Probably.
Trump
I think he's a little older.
get up after getting shot in the face and pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life. But look, I mean, it's and I think, look, it's at some level as an American, it's like hard to not get kind of emotional about that spirit and that fight. And I think that's why a lot of people like the guy.
And that's why a lot of people love Meta.
Is Trump's approval rating, I think, is up to 45% right
really?
now. Yeah, up from this over the weekend I read it was like 31%. before the debate, and now it's up to like 45%.
That's awesome. Can you just
We just talk about some
talk to
things?
talk? Yeah, talk about the Housewives event coming up.
Oh yeah, so we do have we're running on a short team right now. So Justin's going to get the door for our guest that's coming in. Horn Heating and Air is coming in the next segment. But we have the Celebrity Housewife contest that ends today. So all you have to do is go to Good Morning LKN's Instagram page, or you can go to the Good Morning LKN Instagram page. You're going to tag as many friends as you want to. One tag equals one entry. No limit to the number of entries you can put in.
And it ends today.
It ends today.
This is the last day to register.
Today is the last day to register to win, just so we can get you your tickets, your meet and greet passes in plenty of time, so you can prepare and get ready for the event that's happening this weekend in Mooresville. So 2 of the housewives from the Housewife franchise are going to be here in Mooresville. You get a chance to meet them, greet them, get a picture with them, ask them a question, ask them, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Other than my regular question that I would ask, I think you could ask them what it's like to be a celebrity housewife. I wonder what it's like.
To have a crew run around with
Run
you.
around, following you around all the time, cameras in your face all the time.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is a lot of pressure.
Yeah. It's a lot. The celebrities have it
But
bad these days.
you get a chance to win, meet them, hang out with them. And also, like, during the event, they're going to go over what it's like to be a housewife, how they got involved in the franchise, and also open up for questions from the audience as well. So you get to hear some other people's questions. And the meet and greet is after the event. So you can kind of take some of what they talked about and kind of talk to them about, what you learned and what you want to know more about.
What I'm learning, it's been hot.
It's been real hot.
And now it got a little cooler with that rain, but that's not a reason to not service your HVAC. Horn HVAC, Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, HORNE-HVAC.com. Nate is he has made his way into the lobby and hanging out. He's going to join us here in the studio, so we'll talk. And I would imagine when you're thinking about your because it's Celebrity Housewives, right? Like, and so part of it, you come home, your HVAC. That's is that important to people's houses? You think?
I would say 100%.
That's up there at the top of the list.
Yes. I lay hands on mine every day. I think you need to do more than that. I'm sure you need to have it also serviced, not just pray over your HVAC in this heat.
Step 1, step 2.
Yeah, number 1,
Chick-fil-A,
go out.
2
Yeah,
Bojangles.
yeah. Eat your Chick-fil-A, eat your Jesus chicken while you put the hands on it and say, "Dear God, please help this unit last another summer." But also have your unit serviced by a trained professional.
That's
too.
right. HORNEHVAC.com. Looking forward to hanging out with Nate here.
We'll ask them. We'll ask them when they come on. Is it enough just for me to lay hands on my unit
just
and
see
pray?
if that's all it takes, right?
Yeah.
It's that easy when you know what you're doing. That's for sure. There was, and other celebrities. Speaking of celebrity housewives, a few had some reactions here to Biden dropping out. Is there any celebrity that does T Swift influence your particular thought process on anything?
Me personally,
Yeah, personally.
no. But I could see where she has a great influence. The Swifties really could, whatever she said, I'm sure she could push them in the direction that she wants them to go. She has not specifically said which camp she's with. But there were some other celebrities who tweeted or Instagram or other social
Cher
media.
did, looks like, right?
Cher did. Barbara Streisand did. Jamie Lee Curtis, who we were just talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
She said, "I support wholeheartedly Joe Biden, his decision to step down and endorse Kamala Harris. She's trusted and tested, and she's a fierce advocate for women's rights, people of color. Her message is hope and unity." That was from Jamie Lee Curtis. Barbara Streisand says Joe Biden will go down in history as a man who accomplished significant achievements on his 4-year term.
Solid.
Cher.
These are great notes from people.
Yeah, Cher was my other favorite. In my heart, I'm tortured. Gosh, I wish I was an actor.
Is all this acting? Because I'm trying to figure out, is any of it real?
I wish.
Trying to figure out if any
I
of
was
it's
an
real.
actor. I wish, yes. Maybe tomorrow we're having Mooresville Children's Theater. Can we get dramatic reenactments?
It's like
of-
they're hanging out with the guy. Like, they know him really well.
I'm
you
sure
know?
they've all met. Yeah.
They've all met him. They've all shook his hand.
I'm sure. Cher, in my
I've been
heart, I'm
sniffed by him.
tortured because I don't believe the Democrats can win the presidency with President Biden.
Mm.
Joe, who I've loved since we met in 2008. So.
Cher met him in 2008.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, it's Mark Hamill, George Takei, Russell Brand. Russell Brand's his was interesting. Joe Biden has endorsed Kamala Harris for the Democratic nomination after ending re-election bid. We're in a wild world. Excuse me. We're in a wild world, mate.
I don't think you did the accent right. What kind of? He's a British. Is he British?
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay. We're in a wild world, mate.
That's it.
Is that the one?
Yep. And then Brand said after that voters should pick Trump over Biden. But all
so
these
teams are forming.
Yeah. Well, there's always going to be teams forming. I would say overwhelmingly in Hollywood, most of them go the Democrat route. But yeah, I wish I was a celebrity so that I could put things out there and maybe people would listen to them as well. In my opinion, it doesn't matter so much. I don't put a lot of weight
Has
into
Governor Cooper called you yet to ask for
not.
your endorsement for him for
He has not.
vice
He has
president?
not. A friend of mine met, Cherry Berry.
Yeah, from the
Elevator.
Yeah.
Well, her son's running for that same position now.
For VP?
Her no, not VP. For the elevator.
For the elevator job.
Labor Commissioner
Secretary of Labor.
Her grandson, actually, not her son. Her grandson.
Labor
running.
Secretary International.
Yeah. So maybe,
Okay.
maybe if he wins.
That's a good position.
Yeah.
You get your face in every elevator.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit. I'm sure there's some more duties related to that position.
No, I think you
somewhere.
just put your face in the elevator. You just ride elevators all
Well,
day?
somebody's got to be responsible
Is that
for
what
these
you do?
elevators. That's it. You test every single one across the state. Which elevator are you riding today? Number 4,332. That's where we're at. HornHVAC.com. HorneHVAC.com. Horn Heating and Air Conditioning. Nate's up next. We're going to find out just how hot it is. How many units are broken. I remember R22. That was a whole thing back in the day when they changed over. Man, I know a couple things. Not much.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, finally, a week without the big heat being our issue, and some good chances to get some rain, too, as we go throughout the next several days. For our Monday to kick off a new week, we'll call it partly cloudy. Temperatures warming into the mid-80s for the afternoon. We'll keep an eye out for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon. Overnight, we dip it back down to around 70 and kind of rinse and repeat. Mid and upper 80s tomorrow with around the scattered showers and storms for the afternoon. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Does your business provide coffee for employees or customers? Black Powder Coffee can supply you with fresh roasted coffee, a variety of daily signature blends including flavored coffees such as cinnamon roll and Kahlua and cream. We even have bourbon-infused coffee in collaboration with Southern Distilling Company. Visit blackpowdercoffee.com or stop by and see us at 261 Rolling Hill Road in Mooresville. Black Powder Coffee.
New lunch specials now available at Mooresville's best Italian spot, Pomodoro's. Open Tuesday through Sunday and ready to serve you the best Italian this side of the motherland. View the mouth-watering menu at pomodoros.com.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville is known for the prices and selection, but I tell you what, you may not have known the distinction that this store received with Ford and Lincoln this year. We received the President's Award for 2023 for Ford for the 5th year in a row. We also received it for Lincoln for the first year, and I tell you, those awards don't come easily. It all boils down to taking care of the customers and having the vehicles you want in stock for you to buy.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. U.S. stock futures were pointing to a higher open for Wall Street on this Monday morning. Market observers say President Joe Biden's decision not to seek re-election threatens to fuel more gyrations for stocks. Last week, the S&P 500 saw its worst week since April. Tech shares fell ahead of earnings from some big names this week. The Dow fell 377 points Friday, and adding to pressure was CrowdStrike, the firm behind a massive IT failure that grounded flights and disrupted corporations around the world. Verizon is getting a boost from its fixed wireless high-speed internet product for the home. That helped fuel a 3.5% jump in wireless service revenue in the second quarter. The nation's biggest wireless carrier also gained 148,000 wireless retail phone customers, and that beat estimates. Verizon has made efforts to avoid losing subscribers to wireless rivals through perks like plans bundled with Netflix and Apple. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, okay, and 8:33. Happy Monday to you. I'm back in the
You're in
saddle.
here.
What's
Oh,
happening?
wow.
All right, and we're joined now by Nate at Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, HORNE, HVAC.com, or you can call 704-230-1343. You can get that feeling of Is that what you got to say that to them, right? When you leave the customer's house, it's
What's the point? You know, if you don't say the catchphrase.
Does it feel hotter? Like, you work in heating and air conditioning. Does it feel hotter this season than previous, or what's it like for you in your space?
Absolutely. I think the weather definitely has played a major factor in our growth and the benefits that we've experienced this year. Hot. It is really, really hot out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It feels hot.
It feels real hot.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to deal with in the middle of this heat is your system to go down. I mean, it is the worst experience. It is so hot out.
What's that call like? Like, because you deal with it, right? You're the guy, Nate. You're the guy who's dealing with the boots on the ground here.
Crying whenever they call you?
What's typical?
It's super interesting because, I've come from a long line of working in the customer service field in various different organizations. So working with Horn is a great experience. The Horn family and the organization as a whole do a great job of allowing me to kind of take the reins of that interaction with the customers. So we run a team that really just thinks about the person on the other end. What are you going through? What are you feeling? And then empathizing with that, because we get it. It is super hot. The last thing you want is your AC to go down. The last thing you want to go is your AC to go down if you have a child, if you have grandparents that are living in a house. There's medication. There's things that happen when the temperature goes to a certain level. And it is 911. As 911 is calling 911.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is to kind of just listen to them, understand what's going on, and then reassure them that we're going to get there as soon as we can. Is it easy sometimes? No. We have only but a certain limited amount of technicians and then a large area to take care of. And we do that very, very well. We prioritize the customers. We look to make sure definitely those emergency type situations get handled and managed with priority. There's customers that have the extra benefit of being members. So as a member, we also prioritize that for our customers as well.
Okay.
So
if
there's
it
a lot
goes
of benefits.
down, you can be prioritized.
100%.
And so you've been working with Horn Heating and Air Conditioning now for 2 years, right? You said.
Yeah, I've been here now 2 years. 2 years. It doesn't even feel that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just
flown by.
Listen, it literally has flown by. Me and one of my counterparts, Naya, we started at the same time. And, sometimes we look back and we're just amazed. How did it happen so quickly?
And you guys are hiring right now. So HORNE, Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, or 704-230-1343 if you're an HVAC technician. Is that the main position you guys are looking for right now, or more techs?
Especially here in the Mooresville area, we're looking for a lot of technicians right now. If you have an added bonus, if you have 2 years of experience or more in the HVAC realm, let us know. Come apply for us. We are offering a sign-on bonus for $30,000.
Wow.
For technicians with experience that are interested in jumping on board. Right now, we have an amazing team here at Horn. A lot of great things going on in the Horn family.
I think that's what we get the most is the culture, right? The
Yeah.
culture is what keeps people there and what makes it so fun to work there as well.
704-230-1343. Sorry, got to pump that phone
Yeah,
number.
get that
Nick. Come
phone.
on, baby.
Yeah. Make sure.
They're
Call the number.
jotting
Call the
it
number.
down.
Call the number. Follow us on Instagram as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
No, we absolutely. The culture is absolutely something that I think drives our organization. We're a family-owned and operated company. We've been in business now 40 years, 40 plus years. We're going into our 41st year now. And John and Chris, who are now running the show, it's a company that was passed down from their father, Jimmy Horn, and they are a culture of work-life balance. They're a culture of we do this because of the benefit of how we can take care of our families and how we can take care of the community. It is a very, very huge drive for our organization. We drive our organization based on our core values: honesty, opportunity, recognition, neighborly empowerment. They drive our company all day long.
Yeah,
dropping
it,
words of the day. Dropping them.
I love it.
All of our meetings start with our mission statement. Everybody knows that you can stop any Horn employee and ask them for our mission statement, and they're going to spit it out. And they do it with joy because it is something that we enjoy every single day. I don't know many people or anyone in our organization that doesn't say, hey, I love coming to work. Do we have our challenges? Do certain things happen? Absolutely, just like any workplace. However, I think we do a great job of understanding, hey, all of us within the organization are people. And we have families, and we all have different journeys that we're currently on. And how do we understand that and work together to be successful? And I think we've done that really, really well. And the year that we're having here in 2024 is a great indicator of that. And absolutely, I think you could ask anybody about the culture in Horn, and they will rave about it.
Nate, there's certain things that I like to think I'm good at. There's a lot of things I'm not good at. Probably in the top 26 list, touching a heating or air conditioning unit in any way, shape, or form is definitely in that list. There's a lot of options for people right now as far as getting service. What makes Horn unique in this marketplace where people have so many options?
You're absolutely right, man. There are absolutely a ton of options, and I can understand the difference of wanting to go one over the other. One of the biggest things that we talk about at Horn that make us different is the value that we provide to our customers above and beyond just knowing the systems, right? One of the major things that happen is because, like you said, a lot of our customers are, I'm not touching that thing. I don't know what to do with that thing. As long as the AC is blowing.
Just don't look at my filters right now, okay, Nate? Don't look at my filters.
So one of the best things, and one of the things that we talk about with our technicians consistently, how we train, how we talk to them, and dealing with our customers and working with the challenges that they are confronted is you have to be a trusted advisor. You have to be someone who can just come in and explain to them what's going on and allow them to make a decision left or right. Our AC at home and our AC at our company is working as well as it could be. And we want that to happen to yours. And here are the suggestions and the advice to get you there. One of the things that are different from our organization that we do is we when we come to your home and provide you service, we're actually reviewing your system top to bottom, whether you're accessed because you have a problem or whether it's just due for maintenance. And with that comes a very detailed checklist. Hey, we went and reviewed these components of your system, and here's some pictures of it. Hey, your filters were super dirty.
Oh yeah, they were.
Here's what they looked like before. Here's what they look like as we changed them out. The AC unit outside, that thing, it sits outside. It rains, it snows, the leaves fall into it. That has to be cleaned out. That should be maintained, just like anything else. Everybody has a car. Everybody takes it in to get an oil change. More times than they do check on their AC system, right? And it is super important to maintain it. So our guys go in there and make sure that they aren't just saying, hey, you need to change your system. We need to get rid of your system. Hey, let me help you with the longevity of what you have. There's no need to change it if we can fix it and get it working the best.
Were you going to ask if laying hands?
I was going to ask if laying hands is part of it.
Yeah,
too. No, I mentioned earlier that I lay hands on mine and pray over it every once in a while. I think we need to do more than that, though.
Nothing stronger than the Holy Spirit.
But I think I need to be doing more than just that. So talk about the service, how that works.
I absolutely suggest, because God's going to say he sent you a technician.
Yeah, there you go.
So absolutely, we recommend that you clean out your full system twice a year. So we here at Horn, we do a very, very comprehensive maintenance to your system. So right before the winter, we're going to go and we're going to clean that AC system. We're going to check all the components. We're going to do all the pictures that I told you about. We are going to hose it down. We're going to remove all the leaves. These units are in odd areas of your home, in your attic, in your basement. Rodents, things that have access from the outside coming in, those things should be cleaned out. Your drain lines, those things should be cleaned out. So we go and make sure we comprehensively, completely do that. We also remind you, hey, change your filters.
Because you need to.
I just need to put Justin on your your monthly call list.
My calendar reminder.
How about we set a reminder?
Yeah, that's right. The other thing people are thinking about too these days is it's expensive to live. You know what I mean? It is definitely expensive. So kind of the value in that dollar, right? Getting the service that people are paying for. How do you guys at Horn, kind of reassure people, hey, like this level of service, this is top quality for a good, affordable price?
Yeah, so we definitely, absolutely, and we as an organization and a leadership group, it's something that we pay attention to constantly. The economy is constantly shifting, things are changing. Just the dynamic of shifts from presidency is going to change prices, right? And in that, we are very cognizant of that. One of our core values is neighborly, and in that neighborly conversation, we say, is this really truly affordable for our community and our customers? And then we compare. We look at what's Amazon selling the part for versus what the actual part costs.
Oh yeah, let me get into that. Let me get into that unit myself.
Right. Because hey, in the world of Google, we understand people are going to Google, but we have to be able to explain to them the value, right? So we're doing a lot of DIY type videos. Why? Because in the effort of you understanding, you probably do not want to get into that. However, if you feel like you want to try and you're ready to pay, $15,000 to $20,000 on a new system in the event that you break it,
Justin, stick the screwdriver in that spot right there.
Justin, just take my number down. Give me a call when you're done.
HornHVAC.com. That's HorneHVAC.com. 704-230-1343. 704-230-1343. We've been hanging out with Nate at Horn Heating and Air Conditioning. What a great company culture. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for just supporting the community the way you guys do. If you're a technician looking for a new outfit potentially, or maybe you guys take new technicians too. I know in 2 years experience you want. I get that. But let's say somebody's new or somebody's interested in the industry. You guys willing to take them under your wing, kind of work with them, or what?
Absolutely. We actually work very closely, as you mentioned, with the community. We have different organizations around the Charlotte area as well as around multiple surrounding areas who are doing programs, HVAC programs. We connect with them. Absolutely, we'll take what we consider a green tech, someone who's learning, who's going on that roadmap. We want to show them. We'd love to show them our way because we believe it is the one that provides the best for the customer. Not only that, we as Horn as an organization in itself, you mentioned community. We are in the community providing as much as we can to the community.
Nate and Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, HorneHVAC.com, 704-230-1343. Nate, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Keep it right here. Justin, Bill, and Mamie will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, finally, a week without the big heat being our issue, and some good chances to get some rain, too, as we go throughout the next several days. For our Monday to kick off a new week, we'll call it partly cloudy. Temperatures warming into the mid-80s for the afternoon. We'll keep an eye out for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon. Overnight, we dip it back down to around 70 and kind of rinse and repeat. Mid and upper 80s tomorrow, with around the scattered showers and storms for the afternoon. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live continues their free music series on Thursday. 2 months ago, Ghostface Brewing and Waves Entertainment hosted the Battle of the Bands. The champion that night, Fortune 5, makes their Langtree Live debut this Thursday, July 25th. Come on out to Langtree Lake Norman to see and hear the Battle of the Bands champion, Fortune 5, this Thursday with music beginning at 7 p.m. The Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. Come enjoy the music of The Highway with their dynamic and high-energy show. Red Rocks will have beverages on site, and the Birkdale restaurants are ready for your dinner service. Bring your chairs and blankets for The Highway concert at Birkdale Village on Friday, beginning at 6 p.m. The 8th annual Dog Island Jam takes place this Saturday on Lake Norman. Star from The Voice, John Sullivan, presents the summer's must-see concert. Waves Entertainment will bring a stage, sound system, and LED walls to, you guessed it, an island on Lake Norman. Sully and Friends headline the concert on Saturday. Untie your boat or call your friends with boats and enjoy the Dog Island Jam concert on Lake Norman this Saturday. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway reaches the series finale. The 10-race series title night is on Tuesday, July 30th, with NASCAR night sponsored by the NASCAR Hall of Fame. See the champions crowned and the legends and bandoleros. Don't miss the next generation of racing superstars honing their skills and rising through the ranks. Gates open at 5 p.m. with the green flag waving at 6. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Happy Monday to you. already rolling in. Joe Berg's in the studio now. Also going to be hosting Home Ad Show, guest hosting Home Ad completely solo today, right? That's part of the routine today, I think, isn't it?
It's going to be a fun day.
What a day it is. And then Representative Jeff McNeely coming in at 11 o'clock, and then noon to 3, Todd Starnes, national political correspondent. I wonder if I have anything to talk about today. I don't know.
I don't know.
Have to see about that.
He might just talk about HVAC units.
That's it. Horn heating and air conditioning. That's it, baby. Todd Starnes, noon to 3. Need that national political addiction itch? Well, you listen to Todd Starnes and the Todd Starnes Show. 3 o'clock today. Today's Real Talk. Claudia Ogrizik, realtor, real estate broker with Compass, and I will be co-hosting today's Real Talk, focusing on the market, what's going on in real estate. And then 4 o'clock today, Joe Vagnone, local Biz Now, small business broker, been in the business world a long, long time, decades. He's like, I don't want to call him old. I'm not going to call Joe Vagnone old or anything like that. No, I wouldn't do that to him. And then 5 o'clock, back to you, Joe. So you got kind of a busy day. A lot of sports over the weekend as well. Let's start with the Open. What'd you think with all that rain they had too? Is that common for the Open to have that much rain? You think?
Well, overseas, across the pond, as they say.
Across the pond.
It is a lot more rainy than it is here in this area. So yeah, not a big surprise.
Okay. And did you have any take on the finish of it or all? It was Scheffler? Schaefer?
Schauffele.
Schauffele. Oh, that's fancy.
Xander Schauffele is the winner. The American, which is always nice to see.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I was going Sean Connery.
No,
not
okay.
Sean Connery.
That's okay.
So
it doesn't work.
So an American won. Is that going back to 1776? Do we tally another one up? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I'd add it to the running tally.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so golf happened. Also, NASCAR happened. Xfinity. What was the racing world like over the weekend, Joe?
We had a lot of NASCAR racing this weekend. You had the ARCA Series and the Truck Series racing at IRP, which is Indianapolis Raceway Park, the smaller track that's in Indianapolis.
It's a park, sure.
And then you had Xfinity on Saturday racing the big track, and the Cup Series had the Brickyard 400 on Sunday. So it was a busy racing weekend.
So this is all in Indianapolis? This is all up there? So Indiana then had a busy weekend, I would say. They had some stuff going on.
Yeah.
And there was no precipitation, which you love when that happens.
Is that like the first weekend of NASCAR this season?
I feel like it's rained every single race that you've talked about.
This is the second weekend in a row where we have not had rain affect the race. So congratulations to NASCAR.
Kyle Larson won. Is that what I saw?
That's correct.
What was the drama of how I saw some tweets going out, some banter back and forth. Give me the breakdown. What happened?
I think I would need a whole hour to kind of explain how all of this went down. Let's skip 150 laps in.
Okay, we'll catch that at the scoreboard today at 5 o'clock. How about that?
Yeah, we'll skip that. And for now, we'll talk about the last 10 laps or so. It was a fuel mileage race. Brad Keselowski was leading, and he was running about half throttle down the straightaways. But the problem not problem, but the thing is everybody behind him was doing the same thing, running half throttle, trying to save fuel to make it to the end. Kyle Larson was not saving fuel. He had enough gas. He had pit later in the race, so he was good to go. He had been making moves going through the field because everybody was trying to save. So you get to the final few laps, and it's go time. Brad Keselowski is not saving anymore. Ryan Blaney is not saving anymore.
Pedal to the metal.
So you have Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, and Kyle Larson separating themselves a little bit. The three of them trying to, duke it out, figure out who wins. 2 to go. Kyle Busch spins. The caution comes out.
Rubber's racing, baby.
And now we go into NASCAR overtime, which means everybody who is close on gas.
I didn't even know I had no idea they did overtime.
New skill unlocked right there.
Wait, it's
a
new game of until you run out of gas?
No,
Is that how overtime works? It should.
So if the caution comes out before you take the white flag, the white flag means 1 to go. If the caution comes out before that, you re-rack it, and NASCAR will add laps onto the end of the race so that we
game.
We
Divide
can try
the 2
to
and
end
carry
on the green.
7.
Right?
That's what's
Exactly. So when we go back green, you take the green flag, you come back around, then you take the white flag and the checkered flag the next time around.
Okay.
They'll do that as many times as they need to, as long as the caution doesn't come out on the white flag. Because if the caution comes out on the white flag, the race is over.
Okay.
There's also baseball going on. Oh, sorry, I don't want to. Is that the end of the race or no? Because it feels like that's a long race.
It was a long way to get there because there was more. There was more. But if you want to talk about
No,
other
go ahead.
things,
No, we're good. We're good.
So as they're about to come to the green for overtime, Brad Keselowski runs out of gas
Before the
green flag.
Uh-oh.
So he pulls off into pit road. Kyle Larson then moves from third to first.
They have to push it.
Don't you feel like that would be a more exciting end to the race, though?
If he didn't run out of gas, or if
No,
he
just
had to push
run
it.
Yeah, pushing it.
All
yeah.
right,
That'd be a good
hear
way
me
to
out on
end it.
this. 1 tank of gas. That's all you
I
get.
swear, I'm down for this. This is the first time I've ever heard this idea, but yes, it's my new favorite thing. Like, just race till you run out of gas, and so then it's not like a fast end. It's just like a
Who can make the car go the farthest? Yeah, there you go. You could do that out in the desert. Where what road is that out? Way out west, where it's just straight for hundreds of miles. Yeah, just do that.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a
starting a
mile.
new team. I'm starting a new sport.
That's it.
Car racing till you run out of
Anyway,
gas.
Kyle Larson got lucky. He grabbed the lead. Caution came out one more time, and he was the winner.
There you go, Kyle Larson winning another race. He already
Long
won.
story short.
He already won a race, so he was already pretty much playoff bound. Does this solidify
Yes.
playoff bound for him? Pretty much. As far as
Anytime
points?
you win, you're locked into the playoffs.
You're locked.
So this is now his 4th win. So
Okay,
he's
so
just
4?
ranking bonus points for the playoffs once we get there.
Does he just? Could he just not? Well, I guess he has to race every race.
He
That's
has
the
to
regular
race.
season,
He has-
unless you get a waiver.
Unless you get a waiver,
Like
which he
you
already
got.
has one for
And-
missing the 600.
He got a waiver and he's won 4 races.
And he's won 4. And he's the points leader.
Wait, can you get more than one waiver? Or is it one per person?
We
per
have
team?
seen drivers get more than Chase Elliott last year got a waiver when he broke his leg, and then he got a waiver after he got suspended. So you can get more than one waiver.
Okay. A waiver after getting suspended, though.
Mamie, I'm glad you have a problem with that
I got a
because it
problem
seems
with
like
that.
everybody else does as
Okay,
well.
good. Okay, I'm on the right team with that one then.
Oh yeah.
I did find something, Joe, on the sheet. If you look at the 845, I found this cheat sheet for Mamie. It's also for me. I'm not gonna act like I know everything by any stretch of the imagination, but I did find this. Open that one. The one that's red. Go up.
The one that says
that
cheat
one.
sheet for
that
Mamie?
one. Yeah. That,
Oh, you're looking at Don?
Yeah. So
Okay.
here you go. Let me move this chair.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, so here we go. So it's also because Joe, I've asked like, what sport is on? Is this accurate? This is your first time seeing this.
This is my first time seeing this.
Yeah, but this is a little bit of a chart here. Also, you got to transition the slide up there.
Yep.
Looking at the chart, so baseball. What month are we in right now? July. So
July.
baseball, we're right in the thick of it. It looks like we're right in the middle of baseball. You got NASCAR. We're kind of inching toward the last bit. WNBA is happening. PGA Tour. This seems accurate, right?
It does. Yeah.
I didn't
I've never
realize
seen
that
this before,
WNBA has a different season than NBA.
Yes.
Two different sports, leagues.
Well, it's both the same sport. It's both basketball.
Oh, okay.
Just different genders that are playing it. I didn't realize that they got their own. They
Well,
had different seasons.
Well, you
That's
get to
new.
focus on the WNBA in the
Gotcha.
summer.
Yeah,
and
no,
then-
it's a good strategy. I
It is.
appreciate it.
It's
yeah.
a good strategy. All right, looking at this chart, then MLS also going on right now. That's Major League Soccer.
Right.
Charlotte FC. Did they have a match this past weekend?
They did have a match this past weekend, and you know what? They haven't been losing, and that's about the best thing that you can say right now. They played Austin, and they played them to a 2-2 draw. So the last 2 games Charlotte FC has played, they drew. Tie game, nobody wins, nobody loses. The next game they have is later on this week, Leagues Cup beginning. I told you guys about it last week. That was kind of the turning point of their season last year. Maybe we can get some momentum out of that as we move through the rest of the season. But Leagues Cup is about to begin for the MLS.
Also, then going on is baseball right now. Shohei Ohtani.
He
Is
hit
he
his
still
30th home run of the year.
Is that a big deal? Is 30 a lot?
It's up there. It's
This
one
time
of the league
season?
leaders.
This time of the season?
Oh yeah.
Do you have a bet on how many? Because I'm sure you can bet on that, right? Like how many he hits in the season or whatever.
I'm sure there's an over/under. I don't have that on me off the top of my head.
No, you're fine. What's your guess at this time of season? Percentage of season less? What would you estimate?
I would give him 50. I'd give him 50.
50 home
over
runs
under
for the season?
I'd set
sounds like
the
a lot.
over/under at 50.
It's what 300. How many feet is it to hit a home run?
Every ballpark is different.
All right.
Every ballpark is different.
On average, give me a number.
Ooh, okay. So on average, probably looking about 340 down left and right field and about 400 to center field.
So football field, back of end zone to back of end zone, basically. If you think, is that the right? Can I think about it that way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Can you hit a baseball that far?
No. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you could do it.
Hit a baseball that far?
Yeah.
No, there's no way I could.
Who's been feeding your head with lies, Mames? You could do this.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of me trying to do any sport ever? Did you see the video of me trying to do wake surfing? Yeah.
That's your new daily morning routine.
I'm not coordinated in any kind of way. So no, I am not. No. Are you gonna? Oh wait. Did we go to the batting cages? We did some batting cages not too long ago. Did you hit any home runs?
I definitely cranked some home runs.
You
You're
did?
talking about my challenge against Bill Russell
Yeah.
back in the day? Oh, yeah, I cranked some home runs
Yeah.
on that. I don't want to rub that in his face
Okay.
anymore. Bill Russell, president of Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. I don't want to do that to that guy. All right, Joe, so scoreboard, 5 p.m. tonight. What's the? Is it all NASCAR talk or
It's
what?
going to be a lot of NASCAR talk because there is a lot to digest. It was 150 laps of nothing, and then the last 10 laps were pretty crazy. So we'll talk about that. We'll also get into the baseball season and any other news that's going on. You know, the WNBA All-Star game was over the weekend as well.
Oh, yeah.
The WNBA All-Stars beat Team USA.
Okay. I didn't know they could do that.
Was Caitlin Clark on the WNBA
which one was
All-Star?
she
Caitlin
on?
Clark was on the WNBA team. She broke the record for assists in an All-Star game.
But she's not on the
But she's
team.
But
not
she
on the
is
Team
not on
USA?
Team USA.
Well, good for her rubbing it in their face.
Yeah, the $30 million she gets a year from
That
Nike
too.
or whatever, or
Yeah.
Pepsi or whomever.
Her
Yeah.
face was on a race car, too, I saw.
It didn't end up looking all pretty, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was on a race car.
Was it Xfinity?
No, it was in the Cup Series.
Oh, it was Cup Series.
But that car was a little mangled at the end of the day.
She didn't look so.
Rubbin's racing.
Yeah, well.
Hey, also, side note, that little chart there, that little cheat sheet, great Christmas gift for you, Mames. Thinking about it.
Thank you.
That could help
I
put that
appreciate
up on
it.
the wall, and,
Yeah.
we'll just,
Laminate it for
keep
me?
going that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Have a great day, my Keith.